the pretty much undisputed king of co-op games is Mr. Lord Richard Launius, because he definitely deserves to have some sort of title of author. With the incredibly successful, not to mention wonderful Arkham Horror and the fantastic Elder Sign, you would expect that he is only interested in the dark and mysterious ways of the old ones, but you are wrong. He came up with this absolutely terrific and not particularly cheap Defenders of the Realm that also counts with the magnificent art of Larry Elmore. And if you don't know who Larry Elmore is, anyway, let's take a look and see if the contents of this box justifies the price that you have to pay to get your hands on it. Two things I have to say about this box before I start taking it apart. One is, because of the numerous amount of components it comes with, I'm going to go fairly quickly through them, otherwise it's just going to take forever to do the whole proper review. And second, this box is damaged, which is how I got it so cheaply. So don't be put off by the fact that there is a tear in this box. But anyway, let's go for it and take a look at what is inside. The artwork of Larry Elmore is extremely recognizable. For those of us who grew up with the Dragonlance, this artwork is pretty much is part of our childhood. And I am very happy to say that although Larry hasn't really changed his style that much in the terms of the things that he paints and how he paints them, he doesn't really need to, because he does what he does it incredibly well. Everything looks beautiful and is pretty timeless. So I couldn't be any more pleased that it's a Larry Elmore thing. Little booklet with more games from Eagle Games, which is very nice, and the whole thing is wrapped inside. Wow, okay. Right, the board is a bit damage. I am not going to let that put me off this game at all. It's very well wrapped, I have to say. Eagle Games, congratulations on the wrapping. If only you can mark you just for that, you'll be top notch. And one thing that I have to say about this box, it's so heavy. It really is very, very heavy. So let's start at the very beginning. The rules, same illustration as the cover, absolutely nothing wrong with that, quite the opposite. Big fonts, thank you. Big fonts is very good. I like big fonts. No nonsense, let's get on with it. Set up, playing the game. Not many illustrations, mind you, but the ones that are seem to be appropriate. I think it needs a little bit more, a bit more dressed up. Just dress it up. Give up a few illustrations here and there to make the flow of the reading a little bit easy on the eye. Having said that, there is absolutely nothing particularly wrong with this. And since it's only meant to be 15 pages, 16, then it's a fairly heavy co-op game, as Richard has us accustomed to, so it doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't put me off, which is very good. I wish it was a little bit more visually engaging, but other than that, it feels alright. The player boards, thank you. You see, I keep saying this to companies, and Eagle Games are listening. When you have a player board, do not just give us a little cardboard. Do a proper board. This is great. This is fantastic. It's going to make the whole thing last a lot longer and it's easier to handle. So that's brilliant. which every company took notice of that. Just this is giving Eagle Game a lot of brownie points, and we have 10 of these. Tokens all look the same card as the cardboard we've seen, the board that we have seen for the player boards, which is great, and more little tokens straight out of the rules manuals and the cover and everything. Like it so far, like it. Now the board is, I mean, it's 4 times this size. That's going to be pretty gigantic. There we go. Yep, you need a big table to play this. A very, very big table. I doubt very much the camera is going to be getting everything. But you get a very simple map, well done. They haven't overdone the textures in the map. They have left the map as the background. I know this sounds silly, but it's what it should be. It's not important how elaborate, how much snow there's on the peak, how much texture is on the water. No, what matters is that you get your locations and the route between locations very, very well marked and very easy to see. Big names, love it, absolutely love it. And every illustration in every of the locations is lovely. It's very nice. It gives you a sense of the atmosphere of that place that you're going to visit, to rescue it, to trade in it, to do whatever it is that you're going to be doing with your friends. Great board, absolutely great board, and it's huge. More player cards, or whatever cards these are, in the board. Great, thank you, that's very good indeed. Before I go into them, 1, 2 boxes, oh sorry, 3 and 4 bags of minis, which we are just about to take a very quick look at one of them to see what they are like, and they are nice enough. They are nice enough indeed. It's strong, very strong material. They all have more than enough detail in them. They're fairly simple without being too simple. So these minis make me happy because they work very well on big platforms, so these are not going to fall anytime soon on the board. They've obviously thought about this quite a lot, which is excellent. It is very, very excellent. I'm very happy indeed. But this doesn't end there. There's a lot more to see. So let's take another. Let's keep going and going and go. Ooh. Ooh. There is something here. And this is something that, because of my passion with dragons, is gonna make me happy. Oh yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your blue dragon that you have to stick on this platform. Typical, very, very typical Larry Elmore dragon in a miniature. What else do you need for me to convince you that you want to get this game? This is lovely, absolutely beautiful, and I didn't know it was there. So I am a very happy gamer. You know, so far I haven't seen anything in this game that I don't like. And then we get heroes, miniatures of the heroes that you're going to be playing as. And you know, they truly feel Larry Elmore-esque. To bring Larry Elmore's work into 3D and get these beautifully detailed minis in this great material, flexible enough so it doesn't break, strong enough so it doesn't bend. It's absolutely delightful. So nice, so cool. Even some texture in there to reflect the battles on the shield. Yep, this is something special. Then we have a big bag of dice. The dice. No, there's a very heavy dice though. One big. They roll nice in your hand. They feel very nice in your hand. I don't know what about them, but it's material that made them, and it's very dense. It's lovely. And myriad cards. We have 3 decks of cards. I'm not going to go into all of them for obvious reasons, because we've been at it for nearly 10 minutes now. I didn't anything wrong with this game. Although the card is a little bit on the thin side, but they have laminated them. So if you're eating your crisps, or sorry, your chips if you're in the US, or any kind of snack, and you grab these cards, they're not going to go dirty anytime soon, which is good. Now the bag features another lovely work from Elmore. Front. Right, no one, absolutely no one tell me that these are difficult to read, because if they do, you're wrong. Big font, big icons, big everything, very easy to read, lovely background illustrations. I just wish I could see more of it. Incredibly simple to follow instructions and everything. It's just lovely. I really don't think they have done anything wrong so far in this game. If we again very quickly open this. Yeah, 5 out of 5 stars in wrapping. Eagle Games, well done. Again, same cards, laminated, beautifully, lovingly illustrated, and the background, the same cover illustration by Larry Elmore. Well, this game is making me very happy, and I haven't even played it yet. And last but not least, more hero cards. And we have some special ones. Right, let me open it. It's for you. Blimey. Jeez. And these are special cards you can play with. All the characters that remind me of my childhood. So I mean, I'm biased, okay? I am very biased. But I just cannot think of anyone who would look at these cards and not like them. Yes, you can argue that it is Larry Elmore's very 80s artwork in terms of fantasy, but I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, he still has it. Last but not least, you have these little diamond type tokens. There we go. Nice little detail. Very nice little detail. I like it an awful lot. I presume these are the tokens that you're going to be using to, I don't know, find diamonds or find gold or whatever it is that you find in the game. I cannot give it, I genuinely cannot give it any less than 5 stars for components wise. I know this is not a cheap game, but considering the pedigree, if you may, of both the designer and the artist, and how much effort and thinking they've put into this game, and the quality of the components, I think this is very much indeed worth the money from the point of view of value for the amount of stuff that you get in the box. I cannot give this any less than 5 stars. They have really done themselves a lot of justice. Many congratulations. Well done.